In the last couple of videos, we looked at how we can turn the outlines into full articles, and we saved those articles into Google Drive. But an alternative to that would be to post them onto a WordPress site, and that's what I want to show you in this video. Now, to post onto a WordPress site, we need to create a credential. This is a credential for your WordPress site, and we're going to search for WordPress, and we want the WordPress API. So let's click continue. Now, this username is going to be the username of your WordPress website that you use to log in. Now, I've got a demo site here that I use in some of my courses, and we're going to use this one. And if you come down to users profile, I've set up an administrator profile for this site, which I can use for this demonstration. And if I scroll down on here, you'll see we have new application password name. This is where we can create a password for an application, which is what we want to do. We want to create a password for N8N, because if we go back and have a look, we need to put in a username, a password, and the URL. This password is not the password that you use to log into your account. This username is, but the password isn't. The password is generated over here. So if I put in, let's say N8N, and then add application password, it's going to give me a password that I can copy. So let's go back to N8N. I'm going to paste that in while it's still in the clipboard, and then I need to copy the username for this account. My username is up here, and I'm going to go back and paste that in, and then I need the website address, and that is that. You can ignore SSL issues. I'm going to leave that turned off, and that's all filled in. So if I click on save, we should find, there we go, it's connection tested successfully. I'm going to change the name of this. I'm going to put okay, so I have my Fishy WP credentials to log in and post on my Fishy Fats website. So let's go back to the workflows, and I could add it actually at the end here. Instead of saving the article, we could post the article to the website, and then it would post all of those articles from the outline. But I'm going to just do one. I'm going to come to this automation, and in fact, let's make a copy of it so I can keep that one intact. I'm going to duplicate outline to WordPress post and duplicate. Now, you could leave the create a document and save a document so they are saved to the web host if you want to, or you could just completely delete them. I think in this case I am going to just delete them, and the next step is we need to add in a WordPress node. So let's have a look for WordPress. There it is. You can see there are resources for posts, for pages, and for users. So you can create, get, update, posts and pages, and users. We are going to click on create a post because we want to create a post. We have the credentials at the top, resource, post, operation, create, and then we have a field for the title. We've also got fields down here. We're going to want to put in the content, and also we'll set it to draft. So we've got those. Where do we get the title and content from? Well, we have a slight issue in that the data that's coming through is in Markdown. And if you try to paste that directly to your WordPress site as Markdown, it's going to show as Markdown in the post. So we need to take the Markdown from this step, from the, well, we're going to have to run this to get it. We're going to have to take the Markdown from this step and convert it into HTML. To get that started, I'm going to just execute the workflow. So let's do that. I'm going to paste in an ID for an article and click submit. And now I'm going to just pin that so we don't have to do that again when we're testing. So I'll just let that finish. Okay, the workflow has completed. If we go into the edit fields now, we see the output here. Expand on outline, get outline, we've got all those. So the article's written, there's the output. But we need to convert that into, if I come across here, convert this Markdown into HTML. So let's do that. There is a Markdown node which allows us to convert one way or the other. You can see you can take HTML and convert to Markdown, or you can take Markdown and convert to HTML, which is what we want. The Markdown is coming from the full article, okay, and the destination key, you can just leave that as data, and that's where we're going to find the HTML when we go to the next step. So if we execute this step, you can see that we have output of the title. That's fine. We have the keywords, we have the meta description, we have the full article, which is the original full article, and then that data that we'd selected for the destination key, you can see that now is in HTML, so we can use that for the post. So let's go to create a post, and now we have, is it connected? It's not connected, that's why we're not seeing the variables. All right, so now for the title, we want the SEO title, and for the article content, we don't use the full article, that's the Markdown version. We use the one that's in data, that's the HTML version. And then we're going to set it to draft. You could set it to pending or private or published or future, you could schedule it, but we're going to just set it to draft. So let's close this. Let's run the workflow. There we go, it's passed it out, changed the Markdown to HTML, and then created the post. Let's go over to the website, and we're in the all posts. I'm going to just click refresh, and there we have our draft post, which we can open, and it should display properly. I'm going to just open that in a preview window because it was uploaded as HTML. Here is the blog post. You can see all the headings and everything, and the bullets have all been added as well. The one thing that would be nice though, if we go into the editor, we don't have an excerpt in there, and I think you should have excerpts on all posts. Now in our automation, if we go back and have a look at the edit fields, we do have, come across here, a meta description that would be great as an excerpt. So how can we add that? Well, we can add it by inserting a node called an HTTP request. So this is slightly more technical, but we'll go through it bit by bit. And so for the, let's just close that a moment. I'm going to connect it up so we can actually see what's coming through. Right, let's open it again. Right, we want to post, and the URL that you put in is going to be, and I'm going to paste this in, so it's http:// so you need to just edit that out, put my website in, /wp-json/wp/v2/posts, and then we want to grab the ID of the post itself, which we have under the create a post. So I'm going to drag that in to here. Let's just open this to make sure it's correct. Right, so this is the full URL then. So it's the URL of your website, and wp-json/wp/v2/posts, and then the ID variable from your post. For authentication, we're going to select predefined credentials and then come down to WordPress API. There we go, and we've already filled in our credentials for that. With these toggles, we want to toggle send body because we're going to be sending some information, and we want JSON, and you can send it through fields below, but we want to send it through JSON. And this is where we need to create the JSON now for the excerpt. Now we did look at JSON before. I'm going to put in the, let's go across and use an expression instead, because we will need some of the info. So let's put in the curly brackets. There we have it. And what we want is, you'll remember we put them in pairs, in quotes. We want to pass an excerpt, and then the excerpt itself is going to be the edit fields meta description. So I want to paste that in between those two quotes. And you see here what's being sent. So the excerpt is "Discover the Vibrant World of Tapas Bars." There we go. So that's now correct. Let me just check if there's anything else. That should be it. So I'm going to just close this. Now this whole process has run. We have the post up here. As you can see, the article is missing an excerpt. There isn't one yet. Let's run this final step. Okay, we've got a problem with the HTTP. Let's just check everything in there and make sure everything is correct. I think I've spotted it. I think there's a space between that. There we go. So now we have the correct URL for that. Let's close that and try to run it again. Let's go and have a look at the post. Go over there, and at the moment we don't have the excerpt. Let's refresh the post. And when it refreshes, you'll see that that excerpt or that meta description has now been added as an excerpt to the WordPress post. So that was relatively simple to do. The HTTP request, sometimes you might need to refer to AI to help come up with the codes and the URLs and things that you need. You can, by the way, also use this HTTP request to upload a featured image if you're generating images within your workflow. That's it for the Google Docs automation for now. In the next section of the course, we're going to have a look at Gmail automation.